media enough.
A bitter hack is on the attack tonight on why you don't hate the media enough. Little-known podcaster Chuck Todd is back with even more BS and even less hair. Now he's claiming Donald Trump is responsible for his tires getting slashed. I'm serious. Roll it, Lars.
I dealt with it in the first term with him and other reporters. There was direct correlation, right? He'd call your name out. You'd get, weird phone calls. You'd get weird death threats. I got my tires slashed in front of my house. He views it as, oh, it's good publicity. Like and I don't think he's doing it to create a security problem for these people. But the reality is, Maddie, it creates a security problem.
You mean like the security problem Democrats created for Trump with their hateful rhetoric? They labeled him an existential threat. They compared him to Mussolini and Hitler, even after he survives 2 assassination attempts. So, yeah, we're sorry about your tires, Chuck. Oh, poor me. But maybe Chuck's still angry that the media got caught hiding Biden's decline. I wonder, is there almost an eagerness to blame the press?
There's almost an eagerness to blame the press without looking at who should be blamed here, and it's the leadership and, frankly, the members of the Biden administration and the leadership of the Democratic Party, who they're the ones that lied. Look, at the end of the day, no journalist is as good as their sources. At the end of the day, the Democratic Party lied to the American people. The leadership of the party lied to the American people, and that's where this scandal should be centered.
The Dems did lie to the American people, but it wasn't the sources that led the media astray. It was the media's own acceptance of the lie, as if all that's required from the media is to believe their sources, to not be skeptical, to not trust their ears and eyes when Biden wanders into the jungle mumbling to himself. It's quite the confession. Saying, hey, don't blame us, they lied to us. It means the media is as lazy and gullible as we always thought. Hell, a 10-year-old kid would have said, you're full of if someone told them Biden was fine. But Chuck took it as truth because he wanted it to be true, because it made the job easier as a shill for the Democrat Party. And where did that ultimately get him? A lowly podcast where you're blaming Trump for your slashed tires. It's at this point that I would say, wow, how the mighty have fallen. But you got to be mighty first. Kennedy, you're an expert at having it both ways.
That's absolutely right, Greg. Just ask Warren G. and Kurt Loder.
Yes. Yes. I don't believe him. I don't believe that his tires got slashed because of Donald Trump.
I mean, he lives just outside of D.C. It's like he lives in Arlington. And it's like, yeah, the crime's going to spill over. But he's one of those people who's like, look at me. I'm so important because Donald Trump is singling me out. Meanwhile, Trump's like, who?
Yeah.
Chuck, what? No. And he works for a news organization, or I don't know if he still works at NBC, that was so far left. And all of these network newsrooms are run by, Ivy Leaguers. They're liberal Ivy Leaguers. And they felt in 2015, as soon as Trump started getting some traction, that they then had to be activists.
Yeah.
And so they installed people, puppets like Chuck Todd. Yeah. Chuck Todd was no Tim Russert. Yeah. This was not an objective journalist. This is not Carl Bernstein. Mm-hmm. He wasn't going to take down a presidency, and certainly not the one that he was cozy and friendly with. All you had to do was watch Morning Joe to see where NBC and MSNBC were, because Joe and Mika were literally in bed with Joe Biden. They had to be, because that's where the president would spend 23 hours a day. Mm-hmm. But it's like for a guy who got lost in his own closet.
Yes.
I wish Chuck Todd would come out of his, and that is the closet of media denial.
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Suck it.